Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Button. Today I'll be reviewing Bandai's high-grade 144 scale Gundam Nataku from the OVA series Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. This kit was produced back in 1998 and currently retails for 1,000 yen. So, well, as of this review, this kit's already just about 19 years old. Makes me feel really old. Anyway, so let's take a quick close-up of this kit. Side, back. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the articulation. So we got the head. It's connected by a polycap ball joint. So maybe 90 degrees of motion there. A little up and down. This is one of Bandai's earlier attempts at high-grade kits. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and twist this. So there's a little well, you can twist the arms at the elbow. And, yes, you can move the arms all the way 360. Well, the shoulders at least. You got polycap hands. So this is a special set of polycaps that was made for this series, where you get 6 hands, open palms, closed fists like these, and ones that can hold weapons, which I have somewhere else. But anyway, so there's that. The waist. So there's no up and down. Well, not really. It wiggles up and down a little, but it's not really supposed to do that. And there goes my backdrop. It could twist a little bit, left and right. Maybe, let's see. Like another 90 degrees, pretty much like the head. Okay. You got the skirt armor, of course. Hold on, get in there. And the front skirt armor. Legs. Get the arm out of the way. Double jointed polycap knees. So pretty good range of motion there. How far forward? I've never really attempted it. So, it's not like you really need to. Anyway, all right, the feet. Ball joints on polycaps. Not too much side-to-side motion, just because of the way the knees are designed. Legs can split pretty far. Well enough, I guess. It won't be flat on the surface, though. The feet won't be flat on the surface, but, pretty good range of splits. Let's see. Forward and back motion of the legs. Now, of course, the front skirt armor kind of hinders it. So, about that far forward. Let's see how far back. And yeah, not very far back, so oh well. That's why you got the bending motion of the legs. Alright. And of course, the weapons. What do you call these? Fangs? I don't know. So they're connected via polycaps, you see right there. Goes on the back. Okay, here's where it separates. Another polycap right here. I forget how it's connected inside to the forearm, but we can go over that a little later. So, the accessories that come with this kit are these extension parts for the fangs, or whatever they call them. Giant shield fang things. You just connect them together like Lego or something, so you can gives it the illusion of them extending. Last but not least, you got the double beam trident. Now, you see there's a hand already molded onto it, so yeah, it's always holding. The kit's always going to be holding the trident in the middle. Of course, you could always try to cut this thing away, but you'd probably ruin it. So we'll attach this a little later. Just want to show you how these things work. So being that it's a kit from 1998, you're going to have to do a lot of painting. I'll just point out a few areas with the Trident. The Trident itself was all molded in white. So yeah, gray, green, all that stuff you're going to need to paint. The chest was the only color green that came with this kit was this dark green. There's actually two shades that should have came with this kit. Well, I guess it's just the chest. It's a lightly chest and crotch armor, I guess. So it's a lighter shade of green. So that needs painted. The yellow on his chest needs painted. The green chin, or yeah, I guess it's a chin. The white on the crest. You got stickers for some of these things, so you know, no big deal there. White on the feet. These red parts here inside the fangs. But let's see. And I guess that's about it. And details obviously need to be either paint or use a micron pen like I do. And yeah, anything that's black was all painted. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this guy a little pose. So you gotta take the hands out when you extend these things. That goes out there. Go ahead and pull that out. Turn this thing around. And there you go. Looks a little odd just having it out like that. So see here, you can extend these out. They can fly around anywhere, any way you like, but of course to make it look good, you have to pose in a way that looks like it's going to bite you. Alright, so let's take this off and add these extensions on. So I guess this is the one that was recommended in the instructions. Maybe not. Let's see. Twist that thing around. Twist this around. Okay, maybe not, but that doesn't look quite right. Oh well. Just to give you an idea how long this thing can extend. Get in there. There you go. Yeah. If you want to attack someone, well, look. Here's Gundam Wing Zero recreating their fight. So yeah, it's pretty long, huh? I don't know if you guys are getting that, but anyway. Alright, let's see. So, let's just put this thing back together. And then I'll connect the beam trident. Basically, oops, the ear popped off. Basically, I mean, it's a hard, the hand on the beam trident, it's just one hard piece of plastic, so just need to pop that in before I break another kit. Gee. Okay, get that back in there. So you take the polycap hand out and then pop this one on. Pretty firm. And let's get this other hand back in there. Okay. So there you go. Now, pros and cons of this kit. Well, cons are, well, you know, being that it's an older kit, you gotta do quite a bit of painting to make this thing look decent. Let's go fix that. But, I mean, there's seams down the middle of the legs and the arms. If you can, you know, correct that on your own, it's not a big deal. But if you don't have time and just like to slap these things together, these things might glare a little bit at you, and bother you over time. I may redo this one day, but one day. Well, I mean, what else is this? I mean, these things could be a little more stiff, but you know what? It's still fine. Yeah, but other than that, not a whole lot of cons. I mean, pros, you get this really, I don't know, really nice looking kit. It's unique in most compared to most Gundams out there. It's green for one thing. You don't get a lot of green Gundams out there, except like maybe Dynamis and Dragon Gundam, I think. What else? Pros. I mean, it doesn't have the action poses that, let's say, like the Death Scythe Hell and Gundam Wing Zero have. Where it have the extra waist so it can bend forward. But it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't think this kit requires that pose. Let's see, what else? You got this nice double beam trident. It's pretty nicely detailed. I mean, you got flare marks and different raised panels. Connected with a nicely shaped hand, so it's not just a fist. What else? There's a good amount of detail, and it's 1,000 yen, so not a bad deal. So like I usually end these things, let's look at some other kits in the series. So we have the Death Scythe Hell, and of course the Gundam Wing Zero, which I still haven't repaired the wing on. But let's pull this thing back. So I'd say get all these kits. I mean, it's a nice collection. They're well proportioned. They're all designed by Hamide Katoi. I know I always murder that name, but oh well. What else? Accessories, a little lax on the side. I mean, you only get this, but that's how the series goes. Most of it's close range combat. Size-wise, it's a little shorter than most Gundams out there. So here's my trusty old GP01. See, it's maybe half a head to a head shorter than a regular-sized Gundam. But yeah, it's still a good kit. I enjoyed making this one, and I did it many years ago. But it has a good amount of detail. Yeah, I don't regret buying it. So anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this review. Tune in again next time, and happy modeling.